Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Jack Devine coming to you from quarantine deep in the heart of Brooklyn with a little picking exercise. This is so simple, but it's gonna break your hand in half. It is not, no, I'm kidding. It's not gonna break anything except your spirit maybe. You're holding a simple C chord here, and you just need to focus on your right hand. It's alternate picking should be simple enough, but you're only doing one stroke per string from the A down to the high E and then back again. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Shouldn't be hard, but it is. So what I like to do is I say, hey, let's start with one string and add more. So just want you to just hit that C, find a nice groove, and you'll see the way I'm hitting the string. It's almost like I'm strumming, right? Where there's a little bit of a percussive bounce. I want you to get your whole arm moving. See how my wrist is loose? It's still kind of floppy, okay? But we're just taking that and just focusing it right there. And now we're gonna add an upstroke. Okay? Everything needs to stay loose. Now let's add another string. And that right there is a good starting point. Just because it's simple doesn't mean it can't get difficult, okay? It's easy to understand, that's why it's effective. Let's try adding the B string, okay? When we do that, it's not gonna be in 4 anymore. So if you have a metronome that's doing like a click, 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 it's not gonna be landing on there. You gotta change it to a 3/4, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all right? So that's a triple, okay? Starting to get harder. And then last but not least, we can go back to 4 and include the high E. It's not a hard concept, but trust me, after a while, you'll start to try to increase the speed, but maintain the accuracy and the fluidity and the consistency of volume across all 5 strings. It can be very challenging and is a super, super, super good workout for your right hand. And in particular, comes in handy for articulate lead line playing, but really awesome for accompanying other players when you're doing, say, a song like this. Where you're doing these kind of things where you're arpeggiating chords or a little I think you can see how the application comes in very handy. So while it's boring, it has a direct musical use. So my suggestion is start small, work on the upstroke. Now you've got 2 upstrokes. Change the triple. Add the big boy. High E. Now, let's talk about the right hand picking angle. When I play single notes, I'm usually having my hand and the pick at a slight angle like this. So the tip is pointing up at me and down, my arm rotates this way. For this kind of exercise though, I find that with so many upstrokes, it's very handy to maintain either a dead neutral or slightly an upward pick slant. Not downward pick slant, but upward. Because you're picking away from the guitar and then coming back to catch those upstrokes. This way, you're going to be trapped in there and you can't get underneath that string. So you have to rotate every time like that. Doesn't make sense. So if you just find yourself getting caught up a lot, try not like this, but more like this. And I think that some of my favorite pickers are, you know, pretty dedicated. I think Brian Sutton plays with a slightly more upward pick angle, okay? I mean, he can do anything he wants, but, you know, there it is. So start there, and then start adding in that G string. That should keep you busy for a while, actually, even though it's kind of boring. But, oh, hold on, let me get this back up. So that's, it's not a lot to handle in terms of your brain power, but it is something for you to dedicate some time to. Stay loose, 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 loose. Don't lock up at the elbow or at the wrist, okay? If you start to feel a burning pain back here, slow down and work on being smooth and accurate. Smooth and accurate. The speed will come once you find the form. Again, it's like a pendulum where you dip into the strings plane and back. All right, nice and loose. You're not. This is you're gonna tire out real fast. If you stay loose, the blood can keep flowing and the tension can dissipate. Okay, it won't build up. All right. So, Scruffy Man Jack saying adios from Brooklyn, and keep picking, okay? And try to keep grinning. We're almost, hopefully we're almost out of this thing, guys. Another month or two. Harsh. All right, later.